Tell me your thoughts on if this was rude. I met my now ex's friends for the first time at a pre-drink/BBQ he invited me to join him on. They seemed nice enough, but prior to getting there, my ex said that his friend MSGD and said the host feels bad, BC, they are having a BBQ, and there may not be enough food for everyone, so if we see food lying around, after not to feel bad, that we weren't given food. I said this is fine, of course. I assumed he meant they'd have already eaten, and there would be evidence of said BBQ around. We get there, and it's clear they haven't eaten yet. 8 people were invited of the 12 guests to eat, 4 of us were not. When it came to mealtime, the 8 of them sat around a nicely set table and chowed down like filled their plates and ate up without making eye contact with us while we stood on the outside of the table chatting. I thought this was so weird. My ex did not, I guess. It was awkward, BC, we were actually starving. When the meal was done, host got up and said, "Guys, please help yourself," aka to the leftovers, LOL. I know people are all raised differently, but this struck me as so odd. My ex went and got some food on a plate and came up to me and said, "Come eat." And for some reason I just couldn't get myself to do it. I don't even know these people and it was so uncomfortable. I politely said no thank you, and carried on my conversation. Well, my ex was so bothered by this reaction from me, it ruined the whole evening for him, and we actually broke up after that. He broke up with me. He had originally said we would just eat together at the street festival, so I was bothered that he put me in that position and then was mad at me for choosing not to eat and grabbing a snack on the street. Is this culturally normal behavior for some people? I live in Canada. I could never eat in front of a guest in my home and not feed them, but is this normal behavior for some? Was I rude or in the wrong for doing this? Or was he gaslighting me by being mad and making me feel like the rude person for declining food?